In this video we're going to look how to differentiate some basic trig functions. So we're going to differentiate the following. The first one we're going to do is y is equal to sine 3x. Remember that the x has to be measured in radians. So it's differentiated using the chain rule and knowing the fact that the differential sine x is cos x, where x is measured in radians. So if we let u be equal to 3x, so you let u be equal to the angle, then du by dx will be just 3, and that means that y is equal to sine u, and therefore dy by du is equal to cos u. And then we know that dy by dx is dy by du times du by dx, so substituting, that's going to be cos u times 3, but u was my invention, so that becomes 3 cos 3x. However, it's worth learning that ddx of sine 3x is like cos 3x, because that's a derivative of sine, and then differentiating the bracket you can just put a 3 in, and it's okay just to write the answer like this as opposed to go through all this working here. And this is something that you just need to learn and practice. The next one is 3 cos squared 4x plus 3, and again that's differentiated by using the chain rule, knowing the fact that the differential of cos is in fact minus sine x. So if you let u be equal to cos 4x plus 3, because this is but like doing cos 4x plus 3 and then squaring it, du by dx will be minus sine 4x plus 3, and then when you differentiate the bracket here, you're going to get a 4 in front, so it becomes minus 4 sine 4x plus 3. And then y will become 3u squared, because that's what we got, 3 times all of this squared. And if we differentiate that, we're going to get 6u. So using the chain rule, again, so we're going to have 6u, dy by dx is 6u times all of minus 4 times sine 4x plus 3. So that will be minus 24, minus 4 times 6, which is sine 4x plus 3, and then replacing the u with cos 4x plus 3. Now you could actually simplify that further using a bit of using a trig identity, but we'll leave it like that for the moment. Now it's worth learning the fact that ddx of 3 times cos 4x plus 3, and I've written the squared up here, so when you like to use the chain rule, you take the power, you bring it down in front, and you write down the bracket and you reduce the power by 1, so it becomes 1. And then you differentiate the bracket, so you get minus 4 sine 4x plus 3, which again, if you combine the minus 4 and the 6, it will lead back to that result. So it's worth learning how to do it just like that, as opposed to using all this working. Now in the last example, we've got y is equal to x tan 3x. Now this is different. This is a product, so you have to use the product rule and using the chain rule to do this. And you also need to know that the derivative of tan x is equal to sec squared x. So if you let u be equal to x, and then if you differentiate that, you're going to get 1. And then v is tan 3x plus 1. So if you differentiate tan, you get sec squared 3x plus 1, but then you have to differentiate that bracket, so you'll get an extra 3 in front. So using the product rule, the product rule says dy by dx is u dv by dx plus v du by dx. That's not given in the formula booklet. So dy by dx will be u, which is x, times dv by dx, which is all of this, 3 sec squared 3x plus 1, plus v, which is this, plus tan 3x plus 1, times the derivative of u, which is just 1. Okay, so, and then just writing that out, we're going to get a 3, combining that 3x sec squared 3x plus 1, plus tan 3x plus 1. Okay, so this has been a video to show you how to differentiate various types of trig function. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching. before I go, you should really learn how to differentiate these well, because it will greatly help you when you have to come to integrate. Thank you very much.